Hey, good evening on a Friday, everybody. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman, live from the hangar. The Flyers hosting the Thunder of Desert Hills in a Region 10 showdown. Welcome everybody in. This is our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. And we are now starting the second half of Region play. Flyers come in just one game back of first place Snow Canyon. Just 2 losses in Region play. Meanwhile, Thunder just 1 win. But it was a big one a week ago against Crimson Cliffs, and they had a bye on Wednesday night, and we are set to go inside of our Interior Design Center pregame show. And Jacob, always a good battle when the Flyers and the Thunder get together head-to-head.
Oh, of course, Devin. 2 Region 10 teams. I can't think of a better place to be on a Friday night in St. George. I was here in the hangar just 2 nights ago when Dixie hosted Pineview, and that was one heck of a game. Yeah, double overtime. Panther fans, I know, feel like that one kind of slipped away. When the dust settled, you looked up and Dixie wins by 8, but that was a game that could have went either way on Wednesday night. Oh, of course. Dixie got off to a really slow start. They were down 21-10 after that first quarter. I thought they came out sluggish, kind of unaggressive. Pineview was the complete opposite. Nash Schroeder was incredible. His shooting, his shot selection, everything on display was awesome there in that first quarter. Griffin Shepard comes around late, has some amazing turnaround fadeaways. Rushton Shaw, he's patented that corner high-arcing three-point shot. A lot of things were going for the Panthers, but then Dixie started to come back into it. The high-low with Lemke and Webb is just flat-out unstoppable. Kyle Lemke had 26 points in this game, and I'll tell you what, Devin, I think Kyle Lemke might run the floor better than any big man in Region 10. Yeah, just a sophomore, folks, but he is turning heads, and they have the Twin Towers with he and Kean Webb. Of course, Dixie still without Risco Brooks. Risco fractured his face in 2 spots in this gym against Cedar City in one of their first region games of the new year. Still no timetable if he will even be able to return at all for this season. And the state tournament is the 21st to the 23rd at the Burns Arena. So just 4 weeks away from right now. A little less than 4 weeks away from right now. Interior Design Center helping you and everybody around Southern Utah make your house feel a little bit more like home with some new window coverings, some new flooring. They can deck you out. Brooke Nyberg and her staff, over 20 years experience, the specialists in the interior design business. They've got all the top brands helping you remodel your existing home with prices. You probably got some equity in your house right now, so maybe you want to deck it out a little bit. Well, go to interior-designcenter.com or check them out on Instagram to see all their stylish and trendy looks at Interior Design Center. We've got the Flyers knowing that they've got to keep pace with the Warriors tonight. Of course, the Warriors got to worry about the Hurricane Tigers, who are kind of in the middle of the pack. Desert Hills, just that one region win. They're at the bottom of the pack. If you look at the RPI rankings going into tonight, it is Snow Canyon number 1 in the state, Dixie number 2, Skyview is 3, Ridgeline is 4, Crimson comes in at 5, Hurricane is 6, Green Canyon Cedar at 7 and 8, Pineview 9, Logan 10, Desert Hills sits down at 11, and then Bear River is 12, and Mountain Crest is 13. So Region 10 flexing their muscles, 1 and 2, but Skyview Ridgeline right there as well. And of course, we'll see how it all shakes out. Everybody vying for a good seed. You want to be in the top 8, Jacob, so you get at least a home game in that first round before hopefully winning it and then getting to the Burns Arena. Well, I think it's very important. There's a lot for these teams to play for. Even if you're towards the bottom of this region, there's still some time to fight back. These teams at the top are fighting for every last place. You mentioned some of those other games going on tonight. Hurricane Tigers at the Snow Canyon Warriors. I think the Warriors are going to win this one. Bowen Hammer, the forward, is excellent. Owen Mackey's great. He had 16 and 6 in this last game. I think that matchup's going to come down to the matchup inside. Cruz Gardiner versus Lyman Simmons inside. The big man who wins that battle probably wins the game tonight.
Yeah, the other game is Pineview hosting Cedar, and we know how tough it is to go up to Cedar. That's the one team that handed Snow Canyon their only region and only lost the entire season, and they took care of Hurricane. It was 79-44 on Wednesday night, but Hurricane will travel to Snow Canyon and Cedar, not at home tonight. They got to go down to the pit. It'll be interesting to see if the Panthers can rebound, that's kind of a pick 'em type game. That one could go either way tonight.
I was thinking the same thing, Double D, but I think I have to lean towards the team that is trending. Cedar is trending in the right direction. They're 3-1 in their last 4. Cedar just upset Snow Canyon. That's probably the biggest upset of the year here in Region 10. 62-47, that final score. Zab Santana, the 6'3 senior, had 25 points in that game and 3 steals. If he has any sort of similar stat line tonight, they'll get the dub.
We'll see how it all plays out. If you want to stay with us for the Flyers and the Thunder here from Dixie High School, great. If you want to watch this game and you're listening on radio, you can. In fact, you can watch all 3 of the games tonight on sportsradio977.com. We got our friends at CEC TV hanging out with us here. We'll have replay and highlights for you tonight. But we do have links up on our website to go watch those other 2 games as well. All on our website, sportsradio977.com. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, start diving into this one. Flyers hosting the Thunder here on ESPN Radio. It's our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman here inside our Interior Design Center pregame show from the hangar, Dixie High School. Looks like, Jacob, the Bomb Squad's got a little neon night tonight, and looks like I'm seeing some flannel, like a flannel night or something from some of the Desert Hills student body section here. That's one thing that's fun is you look around all the student body sections in region. They do a great job. They show out home, on the road. It should be a great crowd tonight.
Oh, of course. That's something I noticed immediately when I moved to Utah about 5, 6, 7 years ago, is that the high school atmosphere here is amazing. Not only do people from around town come, parents, just random people who have no connection to the high school at all will even come by and stop and check out the game, but the students really get it off to a bang with their outfits.
Yeah, no question. Flyers rocking the white home unis tonight. Thunder with the road darks tonight, as the Thunder trying to get a win streak going in Region 9 coming off the bye week. Meanwhile, Dixie again surviving double overtime to beat Pineview by 8 on Wednesday night. Let's start breaking this game down just a little bit. Lincoln Holmes for the Thunder has been incredible, but there's been too many games, Jacob, where the supporting cast, you know, say Link goes for 24, the bench, it doesn't show up. They have not been able to get all their stars going, especially offensively. Desert Hills has played incredible defensively, but you go back to last Friday when they finally did get that first region win against Crimson, it was Eli Allred that had a huge 18 points in that overtime win.
And I think that's the key tonight, Dev. Not only does Lincoln Holmes have to be firing, Eli Allred's got to be firing on all cylinders as well. And you know what? They might even need a third guy to be in double digits to have a chance at pulling out the dub. They upset Crimson Cliffs. I did not see this happening at all. A lot of people didn't as well. 5-point victory against the Mustangs, only their second region loss for them. Eli Allred, 18 points. Boston Holbrook kind of did everything you want a point guard to do, 10 points, 5 assists, defended the perimeter well with 2 steals, and then your best player offensively, Lincoln Holmes, did enough.
Yeah, as for the Flyers, they can get going inside with Lemke or Webb. And then Webb has shown us in the last couple weeks that he can really stretch the defense out. He's a better passer, I would say, than scorer, but he can really shoot the three. Against Hurricane a couple games ago, first couple shots were downtown Drano from distance.
Recently we've seen this guy really stretch the floor. 48 hours ago, I was confused. Man, why don't they got this guy on the low block? Well, there's a reason why. They got Lemke, who's 6'8", on the low block. Webb plays that high post not too bad. I love that high-low action. And kind of as of recently, last couple games, he's hit that three-point mark, and he's really raised his percentages on the year. The defense now has to respect him.
Obviously, with Risco Brooks, who started the season scoring, it was at 24 points a game, and then he missed 5 games. And he tried to play and re-injured another injury. And so really he missed 6 games in a row, and his average dropped down a little bit to about 18. And then the unfortunate injury. Jordan Roberts, who is Coach Roberts' sophomore son, has now been into the starting lineup. And for just a sophomore, he's doing a really good job. And then you got Grant Carter, who is probably one of the sneakiest, underrated scorers for the Flyers. He can score in a variety of ways, and this kid is fearless, and he's just a junior.
I would have to agree. Carter and Roberts, the names you just said, both had huge off-dribble three-point shots late in that ball game. There was a scenario about 7-8 seconds left, down 3. Dixie inbounds the ball. Everybody else clears out. Grant Carter step back 3 from the right wing. One of the clutchest shots we'll see all year long in region. And late in that ball game, in those first and second overtimes, it was Grant Carter. His ability to not only hit the 3 ball, but take it off the dribble. He was relentless with his attacking in the lane, and that's the main reason that they got the dub 2 nights ago.
Flyers Thunder, another 60-second timeout here inside our Interior Design Center pregame show. When we come back, we'll dive in more of the Camping World keys to the game. We'll inch closer to picking our Star Watch players. We'll pick one for each team, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance. And, of course, we'll get you the Sky Mountain starting lineups in the tip here in less than 8 or 9 minutes from the hangar here on ESPN Radio. 60-second timeout. We'll be right back. Back live at the hangar, Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman, and more of the Interior Design Center pregame show for you here. Let's dive into the keys to the game. And let's start with the Thunder, the visiting team. Desert Hills specifically, Jacob, what do you see important tonight?
First key to the game has got to be box out. Anytime you go against Dixie High School, the opposing team has to have a key to the game of box out. You go up against guys 6'9", 6'8". The list goes on and on. There are some big-time bodies on this Flyer squad. You got to box out if you're D Hills. Second key to the game, someone outside this big three has to step up. That big three, I would say, would be Holbrook, Holmes, and Allred. If they can get anybody else to give them any sort of production, Bateman, Olsen are two guys inside I'm looking at. Those guys need to be a big presence. And then on the perimeter, their shooting has to be efficient. Three-point shot needs to be falling for the Thunder.
All right, let's look at the Camping World keys to the game. On the other side of the equation, that's the home team, the Dixie Flyers. Appreciate Camping World St. George, 1500 Hilton Drive, or campingworldstgeorge.com. Sales, parts, service, and a full retail store over there on Hilton Drive. Jacob, Flyers, what do we got?
First key to the Flyers is take the head off the snake. That's right. Take away their best offensive driving force on the other side. That's Lincoln Holmes. We've seen this guy score 20 points on the regular, especially in the start of the season. This guy can go get 20 again tonight very easily. They need to have a very specific spy on him tonight if they want to slow down this Thunder squad. The next key to the game for Dixie High School, play this first quarter like it's the fourth quarter. They got out to a very sluggish start against Pineview when I was here 48 hours ago. It just didn't seem very Flyer-esque. I think they'll be a little bit more awake tonight. And your final key to the game, stick with what works offensively. I felt like the high-low with Lemke and Webb at the high post was working really, really well. They kind of went away from it a little bit in the later part of that first quarter. Some of that second, the offense kind of vanished. I would love to see them kind of stick to what they're good at in the half court.
Love it. Those are your Camping World keys to the game. Your 2022 adventure starts with a stop at Camping World St. George. Huge selection, all the top brands, sales, parts, service, 1500 Hilton Drive. All right, time to pick our Star Watch tonight. This is kind of a fun one. Sometimes it could be a bench guy. Sometimes it could be just a gut feeling, a guy you think needs to step up and have a big performance. Or in other cases, it could be the leading scorer for each respective team. Jacob, I'm going to give you the honors tonight. And our Star Watch brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance, helping you improve and your kids improve speed, agility, power, vertical leap. And, of course, a lot of our high school athletes you see and hear on ESPN Radio train at Intermountain Sports Performance. Who's going to be tonight? Is it obvious? Is it Lincoln Holmes for the Thunder?
Starting with the Thunder, I'm going to go Lincoln Holmes. Yeah, he's got to be the guy. 15.3 points per game in the region. I thought in a game I saw last week he had a good performance, but he definitely has to force some shots. He is the leading shot taker. The other team is going to know it. Sometimes this Desert Hills offense has been stagnant. That's kind of been their problem all year, and Holmes is the guy to put up those shots. He's got to be the Star Watch tonight, and considering how much he holds the ball, he only averages 2.9 turnovers so far in region play. I think Lincoln Holmes is the Star Watch.
Yeah, Eli Allred, obviously, Boston Holbrook. They got to score a little bit tonight. Jake Wilkins and Landon Esplin will get more time because Taven Mortensen still out with some damaged ligaments in the ankle, so no T-Money tonight. Morty won't play, not dressed for the Thunder, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to come back or not yet for the season. All right, our Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch player, who are we going for the Flyers?
You know, Devin, I told you a name in the break, but I think I'm going to switch it up on you. I was going to go with Kyle Lemke, but I'm actually going to go with Cam Dyer. I think Cam Dyer is actually a huge X factor. He didn't play in neither of the overtimes, but I was really impressed with his performance. Every time he attacks the cup, he goes there ferocious. He's always trying to throw down. I love seeing this guy drive down the lane, and he hit his first 3 jump shots. We didn't see him really too much after that. I would love to see Dyer's athleticism and his shooting ability tonight.
He is uber athletic, Cam Dyer. Yeah, doesn't come in leading the Flyers in scoring, but very solid. 8.6 points per game, nearly 4 rebounds a game, and I feel like he's still raw and still learning to play. He's a late player to the game of basketball, didn't pick up the game as a youngster, so he's still learning how to play, and the future looks so bright for Cam Dyer. Appreciate Intermountain Sports Performance. Those are your Star Watch players tonight, Dyer and Holmes for each respective team. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman. That'll wrap up our Interior Design Center pregame show. Appreciate Camping World as well as Intermountain Sports Performance and all of our sponsors, including Sky Mountain. We'll get you the Sky Mountain starting lineups in just a second here. and you can hit it to the sky. Breathtaking views, unbelievable. Don't forget to bring your camera. Always great rates with lunch and range balls. 635-7888. Hit it to the sky at Sky Mountain Golf Course. We'll take a 2-minute timeout for our national anthem, and then when we come back, we will get you the Sky Mountain starting lineup. They have a great intro here. You're not going to want to miss this as the Flyers host the Thunder here on ESPN Radio. Stay with us, almost tip-off time.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, we will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
All right, let's meet the Sky Mountain starting lineup tonight. First for the visiting Desert Hills Thunder, coached by Chris Allred in his second season, but a long-time basketball coach, but actually switched from baseball a couple of seasons ago. It'll be Austin Turnbow, Eli Allred, Eric Olson, Lincoln Holmes, and Boston Holbrook. And we'll see Ethan Bateman come off the bench, and he has been very capable of providing a spark. Chump Jones has been out all season long with the ACL, happened back early fall. No word if he'll be able to return to the lineup. And again, mentioned Taven Mortensen out tonight as well. And for Eric Olson, Ethan Bateman, and those post players, they got a tall task as the lights go down here. Let's meet the starters for the Dixie Flyers. The Bomb Squad rocking the neon tonight. And they've got the light down low right over the D at center court. They got a video display rocking here on the giant projection screen here. And for our television audience watching on CEC TV or streaming the game on our website, sportsradio977.com, you can't see anything right now. You can see, I can barely see Jaquio Mitchell. He looks like the hype guy tonight, Jacob. He's going to be down there giving all the guys fives as they get introduced.
Oh, he sure does. That's always a fun role to play. When you don't get a lot of playing time, you get to hype up your best buds in the starting lineups. Maybe we'll see some awesome handshakes tonight from Jaquio.
The players, the cheerleaders, and everybody ready for the starters here. It'll be, of course, Jordan Roberts continuing to get the start. And I've been impressed with the sophomore Jordy Roberts. Doesn't look intimidated by varsity basketball, even though he didn't play any last year. Came in as the backup point guard to Risco Brooks, and I'm gutted for Risco because it looks like most of all of his senior year is lost. I'm not sure if he'll be able to even come back. I haven't heard the latest, but as of about a week and a half ago, Coach Roberts said it was not looking good because of the way the face was fractured. Even if they put a face shield on Risco Brooks' face, the eye could drop if he took a hit, and it was really risky. So obviously not too encouraging for the senior point guard, but Jordy Roberts will lead the way tonight. And you mentioned him on Wednesday, very efficient running the offense, and obviously the future is so bright for that young sophomore. And then you've got Grant Carter, who might not be the prettiest shot, but it is one of the most effective shots in Southern Utah. He can score it in transition. He can shoot the three. He's a really underrated defender. In fact, he might be one of the best on-ball defensive guard defenders in all of the region. Kyle Limke getting introduced right now. There's the big man. You love his game. His footwork in the post is sensational.
I mean, how do you stop it? There was so many times where he was hitting these turnarounds on the block over, I kid you not, 3 Pineview Panthers. Pineview, not a huge squad, and, you know, the bigs of the Flyers definitely made him pay.
There's Kean Webb, 6'9", unbelievable passer, a threat to give you a double-double every single night. And then the senior Bronson Barber, who's going to be probably signing here next week to play football somewhere. We hope maybe Dixie State University with Coach Paul Peterson. We'll see. Signing day right around the corner in the second signing period. So, again, it is Limke, Barbin, Webb, Carter, and Roberts for the Flyers. That's your Sky Mountain starting lineup. And Turnbow, Holmes, Allred, Holbrook, and Olson. Coach Tyler Roberts, head coach of the Flyers. Coach Chris Allred of the Thunder. Let's tip it up. Let's put 8 minutes on the first quarter. And we are underway. It's knocked out of bounds by Limke, though, and it'll be Desert Hills basketball as Turnbow trying to get the ball away. And some fan in the first row flips it to the official instead of giving it to Austin Turnbow. I think they knew each other. Bomb squad starting the chance early here. Left wing, it's Eli Allred. 10 seconds into the game. Turnbow open three. He'll hoist it, miss it. And rebound Bronson Barbin. He saves it to Roberts. Here comes Jordy. Jordy crossover. Right to the middle, kicks to Webb. Webb back straight away to Barbin. Flyers working right to left on the radio dial. Is Carter with it, drops it into Limke. Limke going to a turnaround pump fake. Now he kicks it back out to Carter. Guarded by Holmes. Thunder in a man-to-man defense. Holmes guarding Carter. Allred guarding Roberts. Turnbow on Webb, which is quite the size mismatch. They go inside. Olsen guarding Limke. Limke going to a turnaround baby right hook, and not this time. Rims out.
Kean Webb was wide open on that backdoor cut. Limke didn't see him.
Holbrook, spin move. Kick out. Turnbow, another open three. This time it's down. Team D3 for Austin Turnbow.
Desert Hills not playing patient here at all. I like the early shot selection.
Turnbow, of course, the MVP last fall in Region 10 in football. Getting the game's first triple. You always get great selection, quality, price. Team D Auto Sales, 488 East, St. George Boulevard. Webb to Barbin, working it outside to Carter. Now to Roberts, thought about the three, will pass on it. Over to Webb, back to Barbin. Quick, heavy dose of Flyers passing around the perimeter. Carter's going to take one from the parking lot. Too strong, and Turnbow comes in for the rebound. Turnbow across half court, terminates. He'll get it to Holbrook and then get it back. Turnbow thought about another three, drives, kicks. Olsen, good catch on the baseline, back out to Holbrook. 6:18 left here, early moments, first quarter. Thunder up 3-0, now Holmes with it. Drive and tries a little one-handed pass through traffic. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with D Hills.
Lincoln Holmes, the primary pick-and-roll ball handler on this team, came off the screen to the right, tried to thread the needle, but it hit a leg.
Holbrook grabs the inbound, gets it to Turnbow, back to Holmes in the corner. He'll dribble out to the angle. Straight away, it's Olsen, turns, faces, gives it to Eli Allred. Over to Turnbow. He wants another three, and rims out no good. And it's tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Thunder. So the Flyers leaving Turnbow open, and he's 1 for 3 from downtown to start this game.
We'll have to see if that pays out long term.
3-0 Thunder. Jordy over to BB. Barbin drops it into Limke. Kick out. Barbin, he'll put it on a hard bounce drive. It's stolen away by Turnbow. Holmes grabs it, kicks it to Allred. Eli Allred attacking, blocked by Limke, but a whistle and a foul.
Allred with some good aggressiveness this time down the court. The last time down the court also going after that rebound. You like to see Eli early, not afraid to go inside.
Ooh, that look on the replay for our audience watching on Sports Radio 977.com, that looked pretty clean up high. Free throw, Allred got it. Free throws all night long, brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash. Fuel it up, wash it down, save. Check out their unlimited car wash club, just starting at $20 a month. And it's 5-0 Thunder. Allred makes the second. Noah Limke, Kyle's older brother, is in the house. 5:30 to go. Carter on the wing. Outside, stolen by Allred. Allred going to rise up and score it. Eli Allred doing work.
Allred picking up where he left off. So far, his handprints all over today's action.
7-0. Thunder have a great start here on the road in the hangar. Flyers need a bucket all of a sudden. Get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Barbin, straight away to Carter, now to the wing to Roberts, looking to try to go inside to Kyle. Instead, Barbin will take a triple. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Austin Turnbow. Here comes Holbrook. Kicks it to Allred. Left-handed pass to Holmes to the corner to Turnbow. Turnbow. Gets it to Olsen. Now back to Holmes. Holmes over to Eli Allred, who's got quick 4 points in a row. It's a 7-0 run to start this game. Turnbow lobbing it into Holbrook. High catch. Holbrook's tied up and stripped, and it's a turnover and a steal. Barbin gets the takeaway.
Holbrook had the positioning inside. Once he got the pass, lost it.
Probably should have went up and tried to score it quickly by bringing it down. He got it stolen away. Still 7-0 Thunder as they dig in on the defensive side. Carter in the corner. Whips it up top to Lemke. Over to Roberts. Wide open, he'll hoist and hit it. Team D3, Jordy Roberts.
Jordan Roberts is fearless, clutch in that fourth quarter. Shot a three, hit the side of the backboard. A couple seconds later, hit the clutch three. I like another one today.
Holmes hasn't shot yet. Kicks. Turnbow collects it. Now takes a couple dribbles. Straight away to Allred, now to Holmes. Link. Triple threat, doesn't use the bounce. Turnbow open again for three, and he banks it in. Bank open for business.
However you can get it done. Turnbow so far 2 of 4 from downtown.
Wow, they've been begging him to shoot more. And now a steal by Eric Olsen. Olsen's going to run it in and lay it home. And it's a 12-3 lead for the Thunder. First bucket and another turnover by the Flyers.
Shocked the Flyers didn't call timeout there.
They get across half court. Lemke looking for a handoff, gets it to Carter. Barbin to Webb. Webb sets a pick. Instead, Roberts goes baseline drive, flip back out to Lemke. Carter. Carter's going to drive hard into triple team. And they're going to say a push down low defensively on Desert Hills.
Lincoln Holmes that time going to disagree. Pointed at himself on me. Yes.
Carter did a good job not traveling, but as he did look to whip past it after the foul, that foot did come up, but they'd already called the foul first. Lob it in high to Barbin. Thunder lead early by 9, just 2:45 left on the Nets on Fire clock. Hey, Marcus Banks doing a little training the whole month of February. Get all the details on how you can train with former Dixie State and NBA player Marcus Banks. NetsOnFire.org, check it out. Barbin to the free throw line. Hits Lemke. And an offensive foul on Lemke. Bateman just checked in. And get floored, Ethan Bateman. That charge taken. It's brought to you by Get Floored Construction. Get Floored, SouthernUtah.com has homes for sale. And they specialize in remodeling your existing homes. Get Floored, SouthernUtah.com. How about that take by Bateman?
Boy, that's exactly the play you want from Ethan Bateman coming into the game, drawing the charge.
Still 12-3. Desert Hills with the lead and the ball. Jake Wilkins is in. And so is Landon Esplin for Coach Allred. Robinson is checked in for Coach Roberts. Wilkins. Offensive foul. Jake Wilkins. Jordy Roberts getting floored.
Love to see your point guard not only get involved offensively, swing things around, but lock up on the defensive side of the ball. That time getting a charge right back.
D Hills still up 12-3 over Dixie. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And it's Roberts on the left wing. Guarded by Landon Esplin. Esplin, a junior. Outside Robinson. And the Desert Hills bench into every defensive possession over there, rooting on their teammates. Roberts, high pass Webb, and he'll lay it home. Kean Webb's first points of the night.
Love to see the pick and roll and have the recipient of that be Kean Webb at 6'9", all the way to the left side of the glass.
12-5 now our score on the We Win injury loss scoreboard. Lincoln Holmes finally going to get a shot. He missed it, tipped out back to Holmes by Jake Wilkins. Couldn't rebound it, so he tipped it to his teammate. Holbrook gets it over to Link. Bateman's in the corner. Instead goes to the middle to Esplin. Esplin going to take a jackknife fade away off the window, and down it goes for Lando.
Esplin looked around, didn't have a pass he liked, decided to take it himself, fading to the right.
Esplin is a spark scorer. He had a big three last Friday, a week ago, in that overtime win against Crimson. Carter spins out of there, gets it over to Barber, now to Robinson. Robinson uses one dribble, gets it to Webb. Now to left wing to Roberts. Roberts step back, won't take the three, goes back to Webb. Webb back to Roberts. Roberts now behind the back, backs it out, looking to post up Webb. Webb down low, going up over Bateman to a baby right hook, but he missed it. But offensive rebound, Barben, and a foul called on Jake Wilkins, even though Bateman swatted it away.
If I'm head coach Tyler Roberts, I'm loving those jump hooks inside all day, even if occasionally they hit back iron.
2 free throws coming for the senior. It's been fun to see Bronson Barben slinging the pill on the football field and shooting the rock on the court. Pretty little release. Free throw is good as he was working on the offensive end and got the foul called. Tonight's game brought to you by Red Rock Real Estate. How about that offensive rebound? Brought to you by Red Rock Real Estate. And second one no good, so Barben will split them. And now they trap and they cross-court skip it to Esplin. Esplin to the middle to Allred. Allred will back it back out, go back to Esplin. 17 seconds here on the first quarter clock. Desert Hills leading 14-6. Holbrook hits Esplin with 11. Esplin out of the middle to Allred. Off a curl, they get it to Holmes. Holmes, whip pass over to Esplin. He'll drive the middle, and a tough acrobatic shot goes down by Landon Esplin to end the quarter.
Esplin with 2 tough contested shots. Both go in a 10-point lead after the first for the Thunder.
16-6 on the We Win scoreboard. Second quarter when we come back here on 97.7 ESPN, your Region 10 radio network.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, we will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Back live at the hangar. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman. How about the start by the Thunder, Jacob?
Looks very similar to the first quarter I saw against Pineview for Dixie 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm. Thunder looked like a whole new team after losing their first 5 region games. Maybe that win has sparked a little something. Offense looking solid tonight on the road. Long way to go, though. Up and under. Beautiful move, but Key and Webb can't finish. Outlet ahead to Allred. Allred races it down the baseline. He'll spin it back out to Holbrook. He'll take the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound Robinson. Here is Roberts. Inside to Webb. Guarded by Bateman. Webb goes right to the middle. And he traveled. Turnover Flyers. That is turnover number 4 for Dixie. Meanwhile, Desert Hills just 1 turnover so far in this game.
Official's going to say Kean Webb shuffled that left foot. He thought he had a pivot foot down. The ref saw his shoe squeak just a bit.
45 seconds into quarter number 2. 10-point lead for D Hills. Holbrook across half court. Boston Holbrook to Eli Allred. Eli's just a sophomore. Guarded by Robinson. Nothing there. He's got to kick it back out to Holmes. Holmes 0 for 1 in that first quarter. Has not scored yet. Holbrook to the middle of the floor. Pump fake, nothing there. Kick it back out to Allred. And now a hand check foul goes against Robinson defensively. Of course, we know next year we're getting a shot clock, Jacob. I think most of the coaches around the state of Utah are pretty excited about a shot clock for boys and girls varsity athletics, and a lot of JVs will use it too, I'm sure.
I can't wait. I think every time teams open up a possession, their first possession takes like 45, 50 seconds. I'd love to see teams be a little bit more aggressive now with the shot clock coming next year.
Holmes looking to trigger it in, gets it into Bateman. Roberts sneaking around trying to get a poke free, cannot. But then Carter just rips it away from Bateman. Just went in there and grabbed it. And then Holmes deflects it. And because it was off, they say it was off Carter's foot.
Wow.
I wasn't sure whose foot it hit. I thought maybe they were going to play on and it hit Holmes' foot. Instead, the official says no, over and back. Let's take a look on the replay. It went off. It might have went off the heel of Carter. Hard to see.
Holmes and Carter with a quick conversation there, kind of laughing that one off. Who knows which one it was actually off of.
So the Thunder have it back up by 10 still. Minute and a half into this second quarter. Nice game brought to you by Luke Udy, American Family Insurance. Spin move, shot won't go. Offensive rebound, Holmes got it back. He'll kick out to Holbrook. He'll go drive. Turn around mid-range J, no. They're going to say traveled. Holbrook traveled when he went to that spin move. Turnover number 2 for the Thunder. Pick up full court, but Carter jogs across the timeline. He'll step into a transition little 3, but he missed it. Cam Dyer, who just checked in, grabs the rebound right over the top of the Thunder's Austin Turnbow. So second chance points opportunity here for Jordy Roberts. He'll kick it out to Lemke. Over to Carter. And Grant Carter wants a play call here. Both head coach Chris Allred and Tyler Roberts standing, coaching them up right now. Roberts deep 3. Yes, sir! Nothing but the bottom for Jordy.
Boy, Jordan Roberts playing some confident basketball so far. Only early in the second.
16-9 now after that triple. Team D3. Looking for a great deal. Great selection, quality, and price you can afford. Go to 488 East St. George Boulevard, teamdautosales.com. Allred to Turnbow, now to the right side to Holmes. He'll put it on a hard bounce. Lemke comes, he tries a wraparound pass, and a turnover by Holmes. Flyers want to run. Carter in the corner will dribble back out to the angle. Now kick it straight away to Roberts. Roberts on a crossover, comes back to the left side. All the way down the rim, off the window, too strong. And a whistle and a foul. And they're going to give 2 shots here to Jordy Roberts, and a foul's going to go to Eric Olson.
How about that move from Jordan Roberts? The eyes is what allowed that play to happen. Dribbled off to the left wing, acted like he was going to hand it off. Last second, darts towards the cup and draws the foul. Beautiful play with the eyes from Roberts.
And it looked like Olson, if he just would have stood there and took it, it would have been a charge. But he kind of was falling away and kind of caught him with the shoulder.
It can be tough when you're 6'5" to draw a charge against someone who's 5'9".
Yeah. Roberts splits the free throws, but an offensive rebound. Kick out to Robinson. Got it!
Brecken Robinson, number 22 from downtown. You love to see the bench guys come in and capitalize on their opportunities.
Roberts leads the Flyers with 7 points. Robinson into the scorebook with the triple. And all of a sudden the lead down to just 3 points. It's 16-13, and now whistle and a foul. Flyers have weathered this storm and are right back in this game.
How about this? The Flyers are only down 3, and we haven't really even called Lemke's name a whole lot tonight, Grant's name a whole lot tonight, or even Dyer's name a whole lot.
Yeah, Dyer's only been in the last minute and a half, though. Didn't play at all in that first quarter. Hard drive, kick it, Turnbow to Olson, back out to Holbrook, now over to Allred. Allred, triple threat, has his dribble, hasn't used it yet. Now he'll use it on a bounce. Kick it to Holbrook. And now to the middle of the floor to Holmes. Holmes takes the jump shot and ricochets off the rim, no good. Rebound Carter. Carter ahead to Roberts. Roberts to the middle of the floor. Kick out to Robinson. Whip back to Roberts. Now to Dyer. Back out. The Flyers will reset it. Coach Roberts wants a play here. Robinson looking inside. Hits Lemke. That's probably who they want to get the ball to. Now Dyer going to dribble, stop, pop, 12-foot baseline jumper, no. And they're going to call over the back on Roberts. He poked it away, and they call the foul on Jordy.
Yeah, Roberts trying to come from behind, get the tip to his teammate. Roberts, early in that possession, had an open look from the mid-range. He kind of passed it up. I don't think he realized how open he was.
Still 16-13, Thunder by 3. 3:41 left here in the second quarter on the Nets on Fire clock. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman hanging out at the hangar on a Friday night. Glad you're with us. Whip pass, Allred using his dribble. Now goes to the elbow to Holmes. Outside, Olsen hits Holbrook. Holbrook on a dribble with the left hand, down the lane. Spin back out and gets it to Allred straight away. Right side, Holmes. Link looking for a pass. Gets it to Allred. Back to Holbrook. Now to Holmes. Catch, hard dribble, and a whistle and a defensive foul again going on Grant Carter.
Boy, is it tough to stay in front of Lincoln Holmes. Caught the ball, immediately turned his shoulders, went 100 miles an hour to the rim, and Carter couldn't quite stay in front of him.
Holmes gets it into Holbrook. It's tipped and stolen by Roberts. Here comes Jordy. Right hand lay-in, got it. How about 9 on the night for Jordy Roberts? And a turnover on the inbounds play, and it's a 1-point game. Thunder with the possession. That lead of 10 is down to 1. Turnbow to Allred. Allred's only got a steal and a lay-in this game tonight. Hasn't even shot a 3 yet. Maybe wants one here. He hoists it, hits it. There he is on cue. Team D3 for Eli Allred.
I think he might have had one more bucket before then, Dev,
He had 2
but Allred,
free throws. He had 2 free throws, yeah.
Allred has been feeling it so far in this first half.
Yeah, he's got 7, and I don't think he's missed. Perfect from the line, and perfect from the field, and perfect from the three-point line after that first make of the night. Inside Lemke, baby hook. Pure. There's Lemke. Lemke's first points come at the 2:10 mark, and a 30-second timeout. We'll take it, brought to you by Scott Gibson at Intercap Lending. Stay with us. 19-17, Thunder lead by 2. We'll be right back.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
The real estate market in Southern Utah is booming. Before you sell, talk to a Red Rock real estate agent to see what your home is worth. You may be surprised. If you're looking to buy a home, check out all their listings at redrockrealestate.com. Voted the best real estate company in Southern Utah 2 years in a row. Red Rock Real Estate.
Back at the hangar, Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman. Good game. Good start for the Thunder, but all of a sudden, Flyers right back in this thing.
Yeah, Dixie has had themselves one heck of a second quarter. They've really picked up the pace, and they've been getting a lot of steals this quarter as well.
Yep. 5 Thunder turnovers now. After that first quarter, they had just 1. Thunder with the ball. Esplin, Olsen, Johnson in for the first time. Holmes and Holbrook. Haven't seen this lineup much at all this season. Holbrook drives, kick out. They say traveled.
Second travel of the day so far for Boston Holbrook. If you're a Thunder fan, you hope that doesn't affect his confidence late.
Not sure what the official saw that I didn't see there. It looked like he just jump stopped and then took one step, but I didn't see that pivot foot move. But Flyers will take advantage if they can. Dyer in the corner. Looks for a handoff. He flips it to Carter. Carter to Roberts. Roberts, hard drive to the left hand. Spins back out of there. Kicks it back to Carter, who caught it with the midsection. Dyer. Roberts, minute 18 left first half. Flyers can tie or take the lead. Something they have not had. They tie it. Lemke, baby hook. Down it goes.
Why not? Go to your most effective player inside in the one-possession game. I like the call.
19-19. Haven't settled anything. All knotted up here. 1 minute left in the first half. Johnson, corner 3. Too strong. Air ball. Rebound, Lemke. Here comes Jordy on a jog across half court. Behind the back dribble. Now put it on a waist high with the left hand. Kick it over to Carter. Grant going to hold. Barbin going to hold. Coach Allred wants them to get up and defend, and they're kind of sagging back. Now Roberts, two-hand touch there by S, but he put two hands on him, and that drew the whistle from the official. Eli Allred going to check back in. Holbrook's going to check out. Turnbow going to check in as well. And Johnson will check out. 32 seconds left on the Nets on Fire clock. Inbound gamble. Olsen can't get the steal. They kick it back to Roberts. Appreciate Morgan Pest Control, our 60 for School sponsor. They're celebrating 60 years in business in Southern Utah. For every region basketball win, for every school here in Washington County, Morgan will donate $60 to that school. And you can celebrate by getting your first 4 sprays for just $60 at Morgan. Hard drive, Dyer. Oh, with right hand from the left side. That was pretty. 1 second. Allred's going to try a left-handed heave, and it is the Flyers that come back. It's Cam Dyer late in the half, and that's their first lead of the game.
What a play from Cam, driving to his left. Recognized he didn't have the angle he wanted, so he had to finish with the right. Beautiful spin off the glass.
And the Flyers outscoring the Thunder 15-5 in the second quarter, and now they lead 21-19. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, InfoWest halftime show. Lots to talk about. Entertaining first half, plus scores from around the region. We'll get Jacob's breakdown, stats brought to you by Wilkinson's, and all that and more after this 2-minute timeout, plus the highlights. We'll get some highlights for you when we come back if you join us late. At the half on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard, Dixie, their first lead of the half, comes right at the end, and they lead 21-19 over Desert Hills.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Ace is the place with a helpful heart.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their Paint Design Center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
Back of the half, presented by InfoWest. Always on, always reliable. You can always trust the internet people at InfoWest Jetettes. Performing here at the half, Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman, and entertaining first half. Desert Hills led by 10, but then the Flyers come back. Their only lead of the half came right at the end as the horn was going off with about a second and a half on the clock. Cam Dyer with the right hand from the left side with some English, his only bucket of the first half. But as we look at some of the Wilkinson stats, Jacob, how about Jordy Roberts? We were talking about how he's filled in nicely for Risco Brooks. 9 points to lead all scorers.
I knew this guy had an insane amount of confidence when last game against Pineview 2 nights ago, he was in this corner to our right, Devin. Late in the game in the fourth quarter, Dixie needed a bucket. They were down 3. Jordan Roberts pulls it, hits the side of the backboard. You would think, that would take all the confidence out of a guy. A couple seconds later, he gets the ball right back from the same spot, pulls it, and makes it. When he did that, I knew Jordan Roberts was the real deal.
Yeah, highlights here coming up. By the way, Allred leading the Thunder with 7, Turnbow chipping in 6. Behind Roberts, you got Lemke with 4. And our stats at the half brought to you by Wilkinson's. Light it up Region 9, and you can always trust Wilkinson's with all your home lightings, fixtures, fans, and more. Unique place to shop at Wilkinson's. Checking the highlights here in the first half. 21-19 our score. Dixie with the lead early on. Austin Turnbow, they were leaving him open. He goes 2 for 4 from downtown, and then Eli Allred, the steal and the finish. And the Thunder on the road came out like gangbusters, but Jordy Roberts settled him down. There's a triple from the left side.
Of course, then Turnbow getting it from downtown. Boy, was he hot as ever. And then Olsen with the steal. We knew he was going to have to be big on the defensive side of the ball. That time getting it done on the perimeter. And then Kean Webb with a tough bucket off the pick and roll inside.
Yeah, that pick and roll, tough to stop. And then Landon Esplin came in, and that was a beautiful shot. Here was the second shot. Esplin with 4 off of the bench, adding some supplemental scoring. But look at that deep rain-making 3. And then Robinson, after Roberts hit it, Robinson says, that's fun, I want to do that. And then look at the steal, the thievery, and here comes Jordy Roberts. I'll just lay it home. And then later on, Eli Allred, I hadn't shot a 3, so I think I'll take it and make it. And then look at the baby right hook from the big guy, Lemke. He had just 4, though, in the first half. If you're Coach Allred, you like that. There was the second bucket in the first half. And here's the one that gave the Flyers the lead right there. The athleticism on display for Cam Dyer.
Of course. First takeaway from that first half, Dixie's ability to get off to a slow start. They don't shoot the ball well. They turn it over, and then they just immediately wake up and take the lead in the second quarter. Unreal, just night and day difference between first and second quarter. That's got to be my main takeaway. Second takeaway, you have a 2-point lead with your best player, Kyle Lemke, with just 4 points at the half. He's kind of gotten a little bit of foul trouble. They've been able to use Webb a little bit more inside, bring in some of those other big guys. You kind of have Lemke really fresh for the second half. That's a dangerous sight for the Thunder.
Yeah, although on the flip side, Lincoln Holmes did not score in that first half, come in averaging 15 points a contest, and I think he was just 0 for 2. Missed 1 field goal, 1 3-point field goal. So Desert Hills only down 2, and your leading scorer did not score in the first half. We'll talk more about the second half adjustments after another 2-minute timeout. More of the InfoWest halftime report here at Dixie High School. They lead by 2, 21-19 over Desert Hills on ESPN Radio.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every $1 spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their Paint Design Center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
The pep band as we welcome you back. The Flyers, both teams back out on the court as we get closer and closer to the second half action with Dixie leading 21-19. Snow Canyon, that game pacing a little bit behind us. It's still in the second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Snow Canyon already out in front 17-5 over the Hurricane Tigers. If you want that game, it's on 92.5 FM, or you can watch that one, or a link to watch the Cedar Pineview game. Just head to our website, sportsradio977.com. If you're listening to this game on radio, you're almost home for the night. Welcome to the weekend, and all three games watchable, sportsradio977.com. Jacob, second half adjustments to talk about them. They're brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. And first for the Thunder, just 3 points in that second quarter after scoring 16. They had a 10-point lead. It was 16-6 starting the second quarter, and they scored just 3 in that second frame.
You know, the term going around the NBA not a lot, I know this is high school hoops, but is that it's a miss or make or miss league. Region 10 here is the same thing. You can come out with a game plan, you can try to execute it, you can get these open looks, but if you don't cash them in, that's really what this game comes down to. Lincoln Holmes is going to have to be big here in this second half tonight. That's the main adjustment for Desert Hills.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Both teams finish their warm-ups, and officials ready to start live play here. Put 8 minutes on the third quarter clock. Halftime been brought to you by InfoWest. Stats by Wilkinson's. Again, 7 for Eli Allred, 6 for Turnbow, 4 for Esplin, 2 for Olsen. Nobody else scored for the Thunder. 9 for Jordy Roberts, 4 for Lemke, 3 for Robinson, 2 for Webb, 2 for Dyer, and just 1 point for Bronson Barbin. Those are Wilkinson's halftime scoring stats. I had D. Hills for 6 turnovers, and I had the Flyers for 5. That's unofficial by my stats. By the way, it is halftime now at Snow Canyon, 26-14. Warriors lead over the Hurricane Tigers. Updates as we continue to get them, brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Thunder with the ball. Holmes didn't score, so he's going to try to score first shot. No. Ball tipped around, out of bounds. Last touch by Dixie. It's a good look by Link, right in the middle of the key. He just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, it's the player you want to get with that kind of look right there. It's just got to fall.
Turnbow to trigger it in. Goes to Holbrook. Holbrook over to Holmes. Same starting 5 for both teams here in the second half. Allred drops it into Olsen. Guarded by Lemke. Whip out to Turnbow. Over to Holmes. Back to Turnbow. Turnbow to Allred. Back to Link. Early moments of the third. Pick and roll. Holmes finally gets it to Olsen. Pump fake and score it. Beautiful move on the pump fake, and Olsen's got his second field goal of the night.
Well, they leave Webb open here for 3, and it's off.
Rebound, though, Grant Carter. Roberts thought about a deep one. He'll step into a shorter 3, and he buried it. Jordy Roberts has got 12 to lead all scores. Another Team D3.
Man, the stroke is smooth tonight from Roberts. He's sinking every last one of them.
Biggest lead of the night, it's 3, and it's tipped and blocked, and Lemke grabs it. Flyers can build on the 3-point lead. Inside to Webb. Webb, turnaround jumper, and 1 for Kean Webb.
Webb that time had the positioning inside, went up just a little bit awkwardly, didn't matter. Got the shot to go in.
Holbrook did go straight up, but so often when the offensive player initiates that contact, you get the call against you, even though Holbrook can't do anything different than that.
And the height advantage on that, too.
2 and 1, the old-fashioned 3-point play for Kean Webb, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point lead. Holbrook takes a 3. That won't go. Webb rebounds it, but as he's trying to collect it, it goes off his foot out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell he wanted to snatch that one out of the air, pull it down hard. That time didn't have the hands squeezed tight enough on the ball and lost it off the knee.
Inbounds to Holbrook, inside to Holmes, turnaround Jay, and Holmes still stays scoreless, and Webb finally rips the rebound out, and a whistle of foul either on Allred or Olsen. They're called on Eli Allred.
And you don't want to see this if you're a Thunder fan. Lincoln Holmes starting to talk to himself. after the last few misses.
Good looks. They're getting high percent shots. They're middle of the key. 27-21. Flyers with the lead and the possession. Roberts turns on the Jets. Spins back out of there to the corner. Gets it to Barbin. Hard dribble to the other side to Carter. Carter goes to the left-hand dribble. He is left-handed. Now to Limke, to Webb, to Roberts. Roberts to the baseline. Guarded by Allred. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. Very patient possession, and now a hard drive and a bump and a foul called on Lincoln Holmes.
We saw a very similar play early in this game. Holmes was driving hard against Carter. That time you flip the script around. Carter on offense, getting Holmes to have the foul.
In the corner, and we got a whistle and an offensive foul, or did he step out of bounds? I think he stepped out of bounds. Official signaling Desert Hills basketball. Turnover number 6 for the Flyers. Holmes, chest-high dribble across half court, flips it over to Holbrook, down to Turnbow. Turnbow left wing to Allred. Allred looking, goes straight away to Olsen. Now to the right wing to Turnbow. Turnbow looking inside, nothing there, kicks it to Olsen. Now to the corner, the angle to Allred. Guarded by Barbin. And now Holbrook on the wing. Man-to-man defense applied by Dixie. Holmes back to Holbrook. Patient possession here. Shot clock would be winding down next season, though. Not right now, no shot clock. And Olsen tries to throw it inside, and Webb just says, I'm going to swat that back to you. Allred, catch and shoot 3 straight away. Missed it. Rebound, Webb. Webb, hard dribble and a handoff to Jordy Roberts. Flyers lead by 6. Here comes Jordy. Behind the back. Lost it, got it back. Hesitation step, but no travel. And here's Carter. Jordy will come get it. High post, it's Webb. Flips it out. Carter 3, no. Rebound, Allred. Allred bumped, and a block call on Grant Carter of the Flyers. His second.
Looks like maybe Carter got a bump from one of his teammates there. It kind of impacted that foul.
Lincoln Holmes gets it to Olsen. Appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine. They provide the athletic trainers throughout Region 10. And a steal. Here come the Flyers ahead to Limke. And it's thrown off the official's leg, and that saves the possession. The 6th man, the man in stripes. He couldn't get out of the way. It was going certainly out of bounds. It's a home bounce, right? I think you kind of get a little chuckle. You can kind of sense it in the crowd. Roberts high off the window, no, but a foul.
So how about that? Off of that play, that would have been a turnover off the Flyers. Kind of indirectly saved by the ref. And I thought we were going to have Roberts with 2 free throws there, but the call is on the floor.
Roberts to inbound. Dyer has checked back in. They go in to Barbin. Lob it down low to Limke. Turnaround baby hook. In and out. No good. Rebound Turnbow. Outlet to Holmes. Here come the Thunder. Just 2 points in over 4 minutes of this quarter and some change. Esplin is in. He's got it. And an offensive foul called on Austin Turnbow on a moving pick. Not just that one bucket by Eric Olsen. You know, they scored 16 in the first quarter.
Yep.
In a quarter and a half, they've scored 5.
I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm watching the same game, Dixie versus Pineview. Same sort of storyline, same comeback in the second quarter. Deja vu.
Robinson is in. He'll get it, give it back to Roberts. He'll drive the baseline, hesitate, and he'll keep going all the way out. Flip it to Dyer. Lemke turns, faces 12 feet out on the baseline. Backs his way down. Esplin helps, so Lemke kicks it out. Now go get it back. Back to Roberts, out of bounds. Turnover, Dixie.
Roberts was coming down hard. The baseline, pass slightly behind him and high. Couldn't reel that in. May have had a layup after.
Holmes to Turnbow to Holbrook. What does Coach Chris Ulrich draw up to try to get a bucket here? Holbrook comes and gets it. Right to the middle, kick out, open three, Esplin. Got it, Landon. Esplin's got 7 off the bench tonight.
Well, there's your answer, Devin, a corner 3. That's what Coach drew up.
Esplin has been just add water, instant offense tonight for the Thunder. Lemke backing his way, and it's stolen by Holmes behind the back. Holmes on Dyer. Dyer goes up, and Holmes can't make it. He tried to hang and leave it out with the right hand, and now we got a quick jump ball call. That's athlete on athlete at the rim.
That is, grab your popcorn, folks. That's a highlight play right there. Dyer with some great defense going straight up. You could tell the ref thought about blowing his whistle, but a great defensive play from Cam.
27-24. Dixie leads by 3. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman with you here from the hangar at Dixie High. Just 2:28 left on the Nets on Fire clock here in the third quarter. Flyers ball. Roberts flips it to Dyer. He'll go get it from Kean Webb. Now over to Carter. Barbin lost it, flips it back to Carter after regain control. Roberts hoisting again. Not this time. He almost expected it to go. Bateman got the rebound. He'll get it to Holmes. Thunder 3 here could tie it. Esplin to Holbrook. Holbrook now holding. Here comes the screen. Goes right to the free throw line. Stops. Looking for a pass. Finds Bateman. Bateman's going to hoist a high arcing 3 that misses way too strong. Rebound Barbin. He'll get it to Jordy. Jordy across half court. One hand pass to Dyer. Dyer traveled.
Yeah, shuffled the feet. Got excited there. Saw a little crevice baseline. Didn't have the feet set before he took off.
Desert Hills student body section. Rocking the flannels tonight, like a little flannel night. Turnbow will check out. So it's Wilkins, Holmes, Allred, Esplin, and Bateman right now for the Thunder. Carter, Roberts, Barbin, Webb, and Dyer for Coach Roberts and the Flyers. 1:27 to go. Holmes still hasn't scored. He'll kick to Allred. Allred backs it back out. Gets it back over to Holmes, now to Bateman. Allred, back to Esplin, back to Bateman. I feel like we've had a lot of perimeter passing tonight, and now a foul on Grant Carter. That's his 3rd. I mean, he's held Holmes scoreless, so you don't mind that. He's making Link work for every possession.
Really seems like the Flyers heard my keys to the game in our pregame. One of those was keep a spy on Lincoln Holmes.
I think you said cut off the head of the snake.
Yes.
Allred. Desert Hills, does it feel like they've gotten tentative offensively right here? Like
a little bit.
Holmes. Give and go to Bateman. It's kicked. And it's off of Desert Hills. Turnover Thunder.
I mean, Kean Webb is out there just impacting every possession he's on defense. He doesn't deflect every single ball, but anytime there's a pass underneath the three-point line, Webb's a factor in it.
Jordy Roberts gets it over to Carter. Now Barbin. Barbin thought about going to work. Instead, he'll kick it to Jordy. 31 seconds here. Flyers might want to hold for one. Jordy's got a game-high 12 tonight to lead all scores. He's got the ball. Now kick it to Carter. Back to Roberts. Now to Barbin. Inside Webb. Webb to the baseline to Dyer. Flips it back to Webb. Webb outside to Carter with 15 now. Clearly the Flyers holding for one. Dyer's going to go hard past defense. Kicks it to Webb, and we've got a whistle and a foul. No, we've got a travel. Turnover on Dixie. Desert Hills has 5.7 left on the third quarter clock.
Ooh, you can tell Webb wanted to jump up and try to slam that one home. Couldn't and traveled.
Here comes Link. A little floater. Got it. Lincoln Holmes cuts it to one to end the quarter. How about that to get the goose egg out of the scorebook for Holmes, and we got a one-point game going to the fourth. Holmes, floater, beats the buzzer, 27-26. Flyers lead on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Fourth quarter coming up when we come back.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, We will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
All right, Jacob, as we welcome our listeners and viewers back, 27-26, tight one going to the fourth.
We sure do. Awesome contest, Devin. How often can you be in a ball game going into the fourth quarter and say, we only scored 5 points on average in the last 2 quarters, and we're only down 1?
That's the case here. And it is Thunder basketball as we are underway. Play-by-play here in the quarter, brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware. Dino Crossing and out in Hurricane, and a new location out in Santa Clara. Bucks Ace Hardware. Esplin thought about the 3. Wilkins will catch and shoot off the pass, and he got the friendly bounce. Team D3, Jake Wilkins.
Wilkins got every part of the rim, every part of the backboard, and it fell. Shooter's touch.
29-27. Hopefully we can get some scoring here. I mean, it might need overtime to get our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. Or hopefully we can get it for you in one of the other games tonight so everybody can go to Yogurtland, compliments of Holbrook Asphalt. We need over 55 points in every region game to get that big score dessert. 5 ounces free for everybody. Barbin kicks it to Webb right at the free throw line. They double him. Hits a slashing Carter. Missed it. Limke high. Rebound. Put back good. There's Limke when you need him most.
Yeah, Kyle's the difference right there at 6'8". Didn't even have the positioning inside. Got the rebound anyway. And
Esplin,
oh, look at that.
Esplin bank 3. Are you kidding me, Lando? With the 3. And back and forth we go. 32-29. And a quick whistle and a foul.
Foul's going to go on Ethan Bateman. Got the hand maybe across the face of Lemke trying to defend the post.
How about Landon Esplin? And now we've got something on the court. They blow the whistle dead. Esplin has 10 to lead the Thunder in scoring. They've needed every one of them. They lead by 3. And it goes to Webb. He'll get it to Carter. Now to Jordy. Jordy inside to Lemke. Guarded by Bateman. And turns around and takes a little contact. No call. And now Bateman grabs the rebound. And we've got a jump ball. Alternate possession will stay with the Flyers. Bateman trying maybe a little too hard there to take the charge. But the rebound, I think Coach Allred wanted it over the back. Didn't get it. Barbin catch and shoot 3. Spins out no good. Rebound Esplin. He'll outlet to Holmes. Head to Wilkins. Back to Holmes, now to Esplin. Holmes comes and gets it, wants to clear some space. Wants a little 2-guard action up high with Eli Allred. Esplin to Bateman. Bateman triple threat guarded by Lemke. Hand off to Holmes. He'll take the 3 and make the 3. Lincoln Holmes starting to heat up.
Yeah, Holmes had a great way to end the third with a runner to beat the buzzer, and he's smiling, and a big-time block behind from Bateman.
And here comes Holmes to Allred. Allred to Bateman, and it's stolen, it's loose, and it's free, and now it's a scramble, and we've got a foul on Lemke. I believe Kyle Lemke will get called with the personal foul. Thunder lead by 6.
Wow, what a fourth quarter start for the Thunder so far. They've traveled really well here in the hangar.
I think that's a good call because he kind of just comes right on top of Bateman there. I know he's playing the ball, but you can't go through a guy on the court to find the ball. I think that's a good call. 7 3-pointers made tonight for Desert Hills. 21 of the 35 have come from distance, Jacob. Holmes, hard drive, no call. He'll shovel it to Olsen. Olsen gets it back out to Allred. Now Holmes, triple threat to Allred. Looking inside, nothing there. Now Olsen comes up high. Holmes guarded by Webb. They want to leave one-on-one. They want Link to be able to go to work here. Goes around Webb, blocked from the backside. It'll stay with the Thunder. And a foul from the outside official actually goes on Kean Webb.
We're hearing the boo from the crowd here. The Dixie faithful letting the refs know what they think of that call.
Saw Webb's reaction there, didn't like it, obviously. And now we've got a timeout. Timeout on the court taken by the Flyers and head coach Tyler Roberts as they trail by 6. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. 35-29, Thunder lead by 6 in the fourth quarter.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Still. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their paint design center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
Good one here. Down the stretch we go. Desert Hills 35-29 lead on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. We Win Injury Law. They will fight and win for you, period. If you've been injured in an accident, go to 435wewin.com. Devin, Jacob, Friday night, Region 10 style, and after the foul, Holmes heads to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, and he started to come alive, a little 5 points here in the second half after being held scoreless in the first half. You figured it was only a matter of time before the leading score got going.
It was 15 a game. You kidding me here in Region 10? Nuts. How rare does he have a half where he doesn't score?
Not very often. 5:19 to go. Holmes' first free throw, too strong.
I guess that's what we get about raving him for a little bit too much there. Missed the free throw. 6-point game. Thunder here have taken all momentum in the hangar. Second free throw up and good.
Holmes has 6. And it is a 7-point lead for Desert Hills, 36-29. Dyer on a curl on the weave, gets it to Carter. Holmes letting him go to the left side, but he goes step back, doesn't take the 3, whips it inside to Lemke, working on Olsen. Lemke, power move, too strong, but a foul going against Eric Olsen down low. That's tough to defend, the size of Lemke.
Sure is. Head coach Chris Allred's not going to be mad about that at all. We knew Bateman, we knew Eric Olsen were going to have to be huge as we get the replay. Is it a foul? Ooh, could have gone either way.
Chris was 3 feet away. He deemed it a foul. Lemke to line. First one, got it. Lemke's got 7 now. And one more coming from the stripe. Just under 5 minutes left on the Nets on Fire clock. Again, if you didn't hear, Mark Spanks doing a training all month in February at Nets on Fire. Check out all the details, netsonfire.org. Now we got a whistle and a stoppage. And he's going to bring both coaches in.
Dev, I love hooping at Nets on Fire. Great place to go put shots up.
Oh, yeah.
Have tons of awesome kids camps going on there all the time. It's a really good place to go.
I don't know what he was talking about. It was just maybe a warning that the coaches stay in the coaches box. He called both coaches over. 36-31, Desert Hills with the ball in a 5-point lead. Under 5 to play here in the fourth. Could we be headed for another instant Region 10 Classic? Holmes to Olsen. Olsen, jackknife a jumper. That won't go. Got his own miss. Kick out to Allred. Pump fake. Allred, 15-foot leaner. That won't go. Olsen fighting for the rebound. And they call a foul on Olsen. I didn't see a lot there. He had one hand on the ball. But we'll walk down and shoot free throws for the Flyers.
Haven't seen a ton of free throw attempts really throughout tonight's game, but
Dixie is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 7. This will be attempt number 8 and 9. Lemke, first one. No, missed the front end. Got his own miss. Jordy for deep 3. Missed it. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Thunder basketball.
You know, maybe that extra step from Roberts there had a little too much time, not the usual shot gather and put up there. Maybe the reason he missed.
I think he's wide open. He's like, when nobody's coming out, I got to shoot it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're the hardest to make.
You know, the crowd wants you to make it as well.
4.5 to play here and ticking. 36-31, Thunder with the lead and the ball. Flyers came in to tonight with just a game back of the Warriors for the lead in the region standings and second in the RPI. Desert Hills came in 11th in the RPI rankings and just one region win, and yet they've got the lead trying to work a little clock here. Under 4 to play. Holbrook at the free throw line. Couple dribbles, nothing there. He's got to get out of the key, and now Coach Allred takes a timeout.
Yeah, Holbrook stopped in no man's land there, had to get rid of it. Good timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. They don't match their rates or their fees. If you want to see how much equity in your home, do a cash-out refi, get a great rate. Rates are still right around 3%. Scott Gibson team happy to help. Call or text them today, 435-619-8080. Also appreciate Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. They'll bring you the post-game show where we'll select our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I don't know if we've seen it yet. We've seen some good ones. And, of course, the long-running Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game in a tight head-to-head region battle. We'll pick one Ernie's 2 player from each team in our post-game show. Appreciate Ernie's, best chicken strips in the West. Locations, top of the boulevard, Hurricane, Cedar, and Beaver. Out of that timeout, Holbrook to trigger it in. Gets it into Turnbow. It's Turnbow, Holbrook, Allred, Olson, and Holmes. So back to the starting 5 for Coach Allred. Lemke, Carter, Dyer, Barbin, Roberts on the court. Turnbow's got 6 tonight. Hit a couple threes in the first quarter. Holbrook has yet to score tonight. Turnbow was open. Olson doesn't hit him. Gets it to Holmes. Holmes give and go with Olson. He'll pump fake, take a jumper off the window. Eric Olson. Good patience by the big guy.
Oh, and Eric is hyped up, screaming down, running the court. He's into this.
He's got 6 tonight. And he's going against Lemke. Now Carter 3, no. Rebound Allred. Allred gets it ahead to Lincoln. Holmes back to Allred, over to Turnbow. Now Olson, 2:55 to go, 38-31. Holmes with the ball, guarded by Carter. Oh, Holmes takes a 3, in and out, no good. Turnbow grabs the rebound, but he's out of bounds, sliding.
Oh, man, that's one that Lincoln's going to look at after this game and say, man, if I could have made that shot after putting a move like that, that would have been a highlight.
Yeah, he kind of had Carter on his heels. Could have ran some more clock, though, but he was kind of going for the dagger, I think. Carter loses it, gets it back, gets it over to Dyer. 2:30 to go. Dyer, deep jumper, no good. Rebound, Allred. Allred, hounded, outlet to Holmes. Holmes goes attack, whip to Olson, pump fake, nothing there. Whip pass, stolen by Dyer. And he lost it out of bounds. But was it touched by the Thunder? No, it's back to Desert Hills. A costly turnover after Dyer had the steal.
Big call there. We get a replay on it right now. Yep, I think that's the right call. I think only Dyer touched it.
10th turnover of the night for the Flyers. Pickett fence out high with 3 guys. They get it into Holbrook in the backcourt. 2:15 to play. Desert Hills leading 38-31. Holbrook races ahead. Kicks it out to Allred. Coach Roberts wants them to press. Pressure. Extend out. Holmes could have been trapped and throws it away. Allred was not ready, and it was high. Here comes Dyer. 3 from the corner. Got it! Cam Dyer, the triple. Timeout Flyers. A costly turnover by Desert Hills. Their 10th of the game leads to a 3 in the corner.
Huge sequence there, Double D. I don't think Allred knew that pass was going for him. I think he thought Olson was behind them, led into transition, and from the right side quarter, Cam Dyer, right in the wrong of the jump shot he just missed, hits the 3 that time.
Into the third quarter, it was 27-26. Dixie had a 1-point lead. 6 minutes and 5 seconds later, it's 38-34. Desert Hills has ratcheted up the defense, but that Dyer three was huge.
Super.
Still a 2-possession lead for the Thunder, but plenty of time now for Dixie. That was a big bucket. Team D3. Cam Dyer, corner pocket. Timeout on the floor, obviously going to keep it right here. Remind you, tonight's game brought to you by Ideal Home and Paint, our title sponsor of high school hoops on the network. They've been your local experts, automotive and home paint since 1974. For every paint project, Ideal has that. Brand new showroom, been open about a year now out there, 4096 South River Road in the automotive store, right across from Dixie Gun and Fish and Evans Hairstyling College. Got all your automotive paint needs. They're going to push up, full court pressure look here from the Flyers. Esplin is into the game. He's running the baseline, looking. He wants a timeout. And Dixie bench loves that. Esplin had that clock in his head, and he had to take the timeout. And is it a full? If it's a full timeout, we'll step aside. Full timeout, we'll be back. 1:55 to go. Desert Hills leading 38-34 over Dixie on ESPN.
This is Tyler from We Win Injury Law. We win for you, period. If you have been in a motorcycle accident, car accident, hit by a semi-truck, or bitten by a dog, we will fight and win for you, period. Visit 435wewin.com to have me look at your case.
Simply Wisdom Teeth is all they do, and they always make it simple. With everyday pricing at just $899 for all 4 wisdom teeth removed, including sedation, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. For appointments, call 635-1243 or visit simplywisdomteeth.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Yeah, we're back here at the hangar. Devin Dixon, Jacob Zimmerman on a Friday night. Tonight's game brought to you by Anodyne Pain and Wellness, Red Rock Real Estate, and Finley Subaru. Love our sponsors. Holbrook's got to get it in, and he finally does. No, it's a 5 count. How do you, out of a timeout, get a 5 count? Defensively, they ratchet it up, and the Flyers now look like they're in good shape as they take over the possession at their own end. And now a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Roberts, but we'll keep it right here.
Crazy sequence.
You got to throw it in. You can't take the 5 count. You got to at least give your teammate a chance to grab an inbound pass.
That's back-to-back possessions trying to throw it in. The first one, you don't get the 5 count. You call a timeout that you wish you're going to have later in this ball game. The second time around, you actually do get the 5 count. Bad turnover there.
And they had switched trigger guys. And I'm not sure if the the Thunder had a timeout or not there, because they could have took another one, but gosh, you'd like to save one. It's crunch time. Now the Flyers have 8 fouls. Desert Hills has 8 fouls, so still a bonus 1-1 on any foul by D Hills. Desert Hills has some fouls to give, so they could give some fouls here and try to work the clock and try to go for maybe some steals. And they get a steal on the inbounds. And it's stolen back by Barbin. He'll flip it out to Roberts. Back to Barbin. Inside Lemke. And one! Lemke fouled by Turnbow. Turnbow just a little bump with the body. Should have just let him score it, because now they can get a one.
Man, Austin Turnbow forced the Turnbover. That time the Thunder gave it right back.
Well, he's the one that got the steal, and then he's the one that gets called for the foul, right?
Yeah.
Turnbow's third, and Lemke gets the free throw. 1-point game. It was 38-31. It's a 6-0 run by the Flyers. Here is Holmes. Flips it over to Allred. Allred to Holbrook. Flyers were just in this circumstance the other night. Took 2 OTs, but they closed out Pineview. A foul, Holmes fouled as he was driving to the middle of the floor. A foul will go on Cam Dyer. That's just his first.
Dyer's in absolute disbelief.
They still have one more to give before the bonus. And I think Coach Roberts will say, hey, gamble, try to get a steal here. And if you get a foul, oh well. Holmes to inbound, got to get it in. He does, into the backcourt to Turnbow. 1 point lead for the Thunder. Turnbow racing ahead, flips it over to the left side to Allred. Allred dribbles outside, hounded by Carter, and a whistle and a foul. And I think Coach Roberts was fine with that aggressive gamble there by Carter, even though he picked up the foul. Because you still now can foul one more time before the Thunder head to the line. 1:16 left on the Nets on fire, fourth quarter clock. Turnbow gets it into Holmes. Holmes guarded by Dyer. Crossover coming to the front court. Spin, go to the right side.
Here's the double.
Here comes the double. They flip to Turnbow. Inside to Holbrook. Holbrook whips over to Allred. Allred will take an open three. Missed it. And rebound Dixie, Jordy Roberts. Roberts will let everything clear. Flyers can win it if they want to try to hold for one here. Roberts. And Coach Tyler Roberts wants a timeout. Desert Hills still up by one, but this building and the momentum is switched back to Dixie, Jacob. We'll keep it right here. Timeout's brought to you by Scott Gibson and his team at Intercap Lending.
It's time for situational basketball. Every possession, it's a situation you've ran through in practice, hopefully all off-season, all training camp. These guys are ready for the plays that coach is going to call. It's just a matter of, can you hit the shot? Eli Allred had a good look right in front of us from the left wing, barely rattled out to the left. And with just over 48 seconds to go, Dixie with a chance to take the lead.
Into the third quarter, we have an update brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Snow Canyon 39, Hurricane just 17, so Warriors cruising right along. I'm actually watching the Cedar Pineview game, but they don't have a score bot, so I can't tell what the score is right now between the Panthers and the Reds. See if I can track down a score on that one. We'll get you all the scores in our post-game show.
I bet that's a fun one up there, though. Nash Schroeder,
over the
Zab
pit.
Santana.
Yeah.
Benson Shepard, Griffin Shepard.
And Aaron Munson and Zab been carrying the weight. Ty Harrison dislocated his kneecap on this floor, the same game that Risco Brooks got hurt. And I think both guys probably lost for the season.
Cursed game right there.
Flyers ball. Here we go. 45 seconds on the clock. Fourth quarter. D-Hill's up by one. Roberts took the dribble and had to get rid of it. Gets it to Lemke. Goes back and gets it. Allred guarding Roberts. High pick. Roberts gets it over to Barbin. Barbin right down the middle. Help comes. And he scores it! Olsen, I think, was trying to take a charge. 19 seconds. Here comes Allred. Allred kicks it out to Holbrook. Timeout, Coach Allred. Dixie has come back. It's an 8-0 run, and they're up 39-38.
What a big bucket in the clutch. Bronson Barbin did it on the football field a couple months ago, doing it on the basketball court right now. 1 point game. Dixie has come all the way back and taken the lead.
Watch it again for our TV audience. Olsen trying to sell the charge. It was a no call, deemed the official. And Barbin puts the Flyers up by one. And now if you're Desert Hills, what do you draw up if you're Coach Allred?
Ooh, I think you got to give, it's tough. Best shot available is the call. You would love to see Lincoln Holmes or Eli Allred get a good look. Hopefully underneath that three-point line coming off a screen.
So both teams 30, 10, and 10 for Ja Morant. As Utah is down 117-107, and there's only about 35 seconds left in that game. So Jazz losing streak continues. No Rudy, no Donovan again tonight for Utah.
It's tough without them.
Here, 39-38. In regulation. Turnbow to trigger it in. Gets it in to Holmes. 12, 11 when he crosses half court. Guarded by Dyer. He'll get it to Turnbow. Turnbow looking for Holbrook. Nothing there. Goes to Allred. Allred's with three. He's going to take a jackknife three. No. And it'll be the Flyers that win it. The three from Allred does not go. Game over. Flyers win it 39-38.
And a heartbreaker for Desert Hills as they had a great first quarter. couldn't get it together in the last 3. Shot at the buzzer, all red with the second effort, had to adjust midair. Hits off the front of the rim, no good. Flyers win.
Big win for Dixie to go to 6-2 in region play and 13-4 overall. Thunder dropped to 1-7 in region and 5-12 overall after this one here tonight. Stay with us. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll clean it all up for you. We'll name our Ernie's 2 players of the game. We'll pick our playmaker play of the game. Probably got to go with Barbin on the game-winning lay-in, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it, get you all the Wilkinson stats. Look ahead to next week in Region 10 basketball. Again, the Flyers win it by 1, 39-38 over Desert Hills. 2-minute timeout. Back with the post-game wrap-up show.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Ideal Home and Paint. Ideal has all the top quality brands like PPG, Pratt & Lambert, and Cimarron floor epoxy coatings. Ideal has that. Check out their Paint Design Center, 4096 South River Road, or call 656-0801.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
Rogers turned up. Nothing like Dixie on the PA as Dixie wins it 39-38. Welcome to the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. It's always fun when you get these exciting finishes. Another good one. This one a defensive battle tonight. Yes, there was some terrific offensive plays, but low-scoring game tonight and a hard-fought victory. This Flyer team, man, they're finding ways to win. Double overtime on Wednesday, and tonight, Barbin with about 14 seconds left avoids the charge, gets the lay-in. Allred tries to hit a 3 at the end, no good. Game over, Flyers win it.
I mean, man, to be a Flyer fan, you're risking a heart attack nearly every game. They let the other team go up 10 points, double digits first quarter. No big deal. Come right on back, tied up for the half, have themselves one heck of a second half as well. In a defensive, close, knotted ball game all the way. The Flyers getting it done with even a lot of their key players having some off nights.
Jordy Roberts has a game-high 12. Lemke chipped in 11 as you check a little bit of the Wilkinson stats. And it's Landon Esplin with a team-high 10 for the Thunder. As, again, it's 39-38. If we have some highlights, we can roll those now here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Appreciate Dr. Cody, the leader in all your dentistry needs, specializing in all your kids' needs. And as always, that new patient special, just $79 exam, x-rays, and the cleaning. Thunder, Olsen down low, but Roberts picking up. This was his only points in the second half, though. That early 3 from straight away. Webb and 1, got it. Going right through Holbrook. Esplin, though, here's 3 of his 10 from the corner pocket, Team D3. Impressed with Landon Esplin off the bench. Holmes to end the quarter, that ended the third, and got Desert Hills back within 1. Wilkins needed all the rim to get that 3 to go. Again, 7 threes hit tonight for Desert Hills, but Lemke just the size advantage, getting that offensive rebound and the putback. Another three from Esplin. He had 3 threes in the second half. No, 2 threes in the second half. Olsen, I was impressed with Olsen tonight. Fought on defense. Nice bucket there over Lemke using the puck. But here's the key moment. You're down 7. You get the turnover, and then Dyer hits the 3. That cuts it to 4. And then Lemke gets an and 1. He makes the free throw. It's a 1-point game. And then Bronson Barbin, 14 seconds left. Got it. No call. And then the shot at the end by Desert Hills will not go from downtown. Not sure you wanted the deep 3, but Allred had to get some kind of a shot off. There was only about 2 seconds left when he shot it, 3 seconds maybe. I mean, Turnbow was in position to try to get an offensive rebound, but not enough time to grab it and do anything with it, and Flyers win it by 1. Jacob, let's start looking at some awards here.
Let's do it.
I think it's pretty obvious. Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game has to be the 3 from the corner by Dyer, has to be the Lemke and 1, or most likely he's got to be the game winner, which proved to be Bronson Barbin with the lay-in there. You just saw it for our television audience.
Dyer would have had the award, but when you get a game winner, I guess you got to give it to that guy, Bronson Barbin. Great drive to the right with the right hand. Olsen tried to do the play of, I'm going to flop back, try to draw the charge. Ref did not call it. Good finish through the contact from Barbin there. Clutch as ever.
So our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game would go with the game winner, Bronson Barbin. 14 seconds left. Got it to go. As for our Ernie's 2 Player of the Game, let's pick one for both teams. Obviously, the nominees tonight, Esplin, he had 10. Allred had 7. 6 for Turnbow, 6 for Olsen, 6 for Holmes. It's got to be Landon Esplin. It's got to be Landon Esplin.
I think it does. 10 points, coming off the bench. It seemed like whenever Desert Hills needed a shot, he was the one to get it. In the first quarter, had 2 really, really contested layups. Esplin was great.
I did like the all-around offense and defensive performance from Eric Olsen tonight, though, as well. Turnbow put in some work on both ends of the court, too. But I think we got to give it to the junior, Landon Esplin, off the bench with 10. Couple big threes there in that second half, keeping his team in it. As for the Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Dixie Player of the Game, who was it tonight for you, Jacob? Jordy Roberts had 12. Lemke had 11. It's probably got to be one of those 2 guys.
Of course. I'm going to give it to Jordan Roberts. Lemke's going to win this award for them a lot for a lot of these Dixie games to come. So I'm going to give it to Jordan, backing up Brooks, coming into the starting lineup, being Coach's son. Lots of pressure on this 5'9" sophomore. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell at all. Was hitting shots. He's not afraid to pull up when contested, transition, any given situation. Jordan Roberts can step up, and tonight he was that guy.
All right, there you go. Jordy Roberts.
Yes.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station delivering you Jordy Roberts as our Ernie's 2 Player of the Game. I love going to Ernie's because you always get like the hot biscuits and gravy for breakfast or the hot food. They got the healthy department there in the gas station, which you love because you want to eat kind of healthy on the go. Obviously hot, cold drinks. And, of course, best chicken strips in the West. Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station. Owned and operated by Dad's Trucking. Of course, we used to, for years, be the Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. We switched that over. So fuel up, grab a snap, and go see our friends at Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station. Locations top of the boulevard, St. George. Hurricane, right there on State Street. Up there in Cedar City and off exit 112 in Beaver. We'll take another quick 60-second timeout. Come back, try to get you some scores from around Region 10, and we'll put a bow on this one. Again, the Flyers come back and win it 39-38 over Desert Hills. Welcome back, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. It is 66-62. Cedar leads by 4 over Pineview right now. At the pit at Pineview, And if you want to watch the finish of that one, just go to our website, sportsradio977.com. And Cedar does have the ball, and Pineview is fouling. So realistically, Cedar they make free throws. They can seal this game in theory, although we've seen some wild comebacks just this month of January in Region 10. I mean, Crimson was down 8 to this Dixie Flyer team 2 weeks ago with 1:13 on the clock, and Crimson came back and won the game. So it ain't over till it's over. And then Snow Canyon, last report going to the fourth quarter, where they were up big. What was it, like 39-17 or something? And do you have an update on that Snow Canyon game?
Yeah, 39-17.
39-17 going to the fourth. Haven't heard a final on that one just yet. Now, this one was kind of a defensive battle, so it was kind of pacing ahead of everything else tonight. And not sure if we'll be able to get you finals on all of them. But if you want to hear the final few seconds of the Pineview game, go to 590 AM or go watch it on our website. And Cedar did hit both free throws, so they're now up 8. So it looks like Cedar's going to grab the win. And then Snow Canyon was going well on their way to beating Hurricane tonight with the big lead. And 3 up from the Panthers doesn't go by Nash Schroeder, so whistle and a foul, and they'll walk down for more free throws. So clearly looks like Dixie by 1. This was the game of the night. This was the only one that's close. Looks like, not that Cedar and Pineview wasn't close, but it's going to end up being, it looks like an 8 or 9 point win for the Reds. And then Snow Canyon looks like they're going to win big over Hurricane tonight.
Good pick for the game of the week, Dev. I didn't know how close this game would be coming into this one. I know Dixie is at the top of the Region 10, kind of right there in the middle. Desert Hills has now fallen to the bottom. They're trying to get back to the middle, but thought it was going to be a pretty relatively easy double-digit victory for the Flyers tonight. They kind of slightly underperformed. Huge shout-out to the Thunder for playing above expectations.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of pride. I mean, this is Desert Hills team that, a lot of these guys on the court tonight weren't getting a lot of minutes last year. Really, the only guy that saw some time in that state championship appearance was Lincoln Holmes. Final, Snow Canyon wins by 20, 47-27.
Yikes.
So appreciate Hearst Ace Hardware for bringing our score updates tonight. And we've got that other game just about final, not quite final. And now it's gone final. Cedar has won it. So your winners tonight, Cedar, Dixie, and Snow Canyon. Crimson, of course, on a bye tonight. So if you update the Region 10 standings, and it's now Snow Canyon 7-1. Crimson sits at 5-2 on a bye tonight. Dixie is now 5-2. Hurricane drops to 3-5. Cedar improves to 4-4. Pineview drops to 2-6, and Desert Hills drops to 1-7. So that is your updated Region 10 standings. And really, it looks like a 3-team race for the region title right now between the Warriors, the Mustangs, and the Flyers. Although Cedar at 4-4, I mean, if they won out and things got crazy and there was a lot of, splits, or some upsets, I mean, I think they're too far behind Snow Canyon right now, 4-4. I mean, the way the Warriors are playing, I don't think Cedar can catch Snow Canyon. I do think Dixie and Crimson can catch Snow Canyon because there's only one game back, and they still play them both twice. They both have matchups with the Warriors.
I think you're right. The Warriors are probably going to be the most dangerous team going into the 4A state playoffs. Cedar is really trending up 3-1 in their last 4 games coming into this one. Now 4-1 in their last 5. I think Cedar's in the right direction. They got some good studs up there with Santana and Mudson. And, from watching this team being the first year covering these Region 10 teams, I got the feeling, Dev, like you say it. What's the saying you say? Anytime, expect an upset? No, expect the unexpected. That's what you say.
Yeah, expect the unexpected in Region 10 basketball. I've been saying it for years. Again, on a night where Jordy Roberts had a team-high 12, Kyle Lemke in double figures with 11, probably had 10 rebounds. I didn't keep the rebounding stats tonight, probably close to a double-double. And then 5 for Kean Webb, 5 for Cam Dyer. Only 3 for Bourbon, but the game winner with 14 seconds left. Wilkinson stats, 10 for Esplin, 7 for Allred, 6 apiece for Turnbow and Olson and Holmes. And it's Dixie on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard, winning 39-38 over Desert Hills. That's going to do it for Jacob. I'm Devin. For Martin back in the ESPN studios. For all our crew with CEC TV, providing the TV coverage tonight for you. Lauren and Marcus and everybody running the cameras tonight. Great job. And we'll see you for more exciting Region 10 basketball next Wednesday and then again on next Friday. No Dixie State tomorrow on the radio side, but if you want to watch, you can go watch that on ESPN Plus. And then we'll have both the Knights tomorrow afternoon, early evening. I think it's a 5 o'clock drop the puck in Tampa. Dan Duval will have the call. And then both NFL, AFC and NFC championship games for you Sunday right here on 97.7 ESPN. I'll be back in studio with AT from 4 to 6 on Monday, taking you home on the afternoon drive. Flyers win it. Good night from the hangar. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. See you next time.